Did y'all hear the latest news? Ellen is coming back to America. First, she moved out the country. Now she's coming back in. And I wonder what for. Okay, I wonder what for. So I've been searching around, finding out some stuff. I came across this video. It's so unbelievable. Ellen, Justin, what is really going on here? What is going on? I need y'all to watch this video with me. I need y'all to comment. I need y'all to engage. I need y'all to share. We need to tell everybody what's going on in Holly Weird. If you with me, press a 2, okay? Look, let me see what's going on. Look. Oh, man. Check this out, y'all.
Dean and the powerful people around him. They said it was all rumors, just wild talk from the internet. But
no
now,
rumors.
after new
Facts.
files and messages came out, those old questions don't seem so easy to ignore anymore. Now it turns out that some truly unexpected names, such as Ellen, are rumored to have been involved in some seriously messed up crimes with the disgraced finance.
I knew it. That's why she left the country. That's why. Because she thought she was going to get Diddy. And she still might get Diddy. Honey, that's why. It's all connected.
According to investigators
all
who reviewed
connected.
Epstein's records, his inner circle was a tight group that spoke in strange code, used odd phrases, and acted in ways that didn't make sense on the surface. Words like pizza, pasta, and especially jerky appeared over and over again in emails, not as food plans, but in ways that felt off. Even lawmakers who saw unedited files said the language was disturbing and confusing.
Whoa.
There was also a lot of language that appears to be coded regarding food. I wanted to let you know the crew really appreciated the pizza. Another email read, "This is better than a Chinese cookie. See attached. Let's go for pizza and grape soda again." This one talks about, that's the pizza. You mean radiating a soft glow with the look of bliss and excitement. There's one more, I think, in this list as well. "Sorry, I have no stomach for even the slightest aggro. I don't have the stomach for it for any drama, imaginary or real. I'm still fragile off the last one and scared of shadows." This is in response to some videos that were shared where Jeffrey Epstein himself says, "I watched all of these videos, don't send any more." And then Ghislaine is like, "I can't stomach any of this." What the fuck did you send that Jeffrey Epstein was like, "No more"?
One of them, Anna Paulina Luna, confirmed that these emails included coded phrases and descriptions involving minors. She openly said that the way these words were used was not normal, and that jerky, in particular, didn't sound like food at all when read in context. A forensic expert would later come out to say that these were likely euphemisms for something much, much worse.
Earlier, I'll give you another example here. Epstein sends a message to someone. She looks pregnant, reacting to a photo. And the client replies back to Epstein, "You mean radiating a soft glow with the look of bliss and excitement? Yeah, that's the pizza." I cannot be clearer than this, that this is a code word. It makes no sense in that context whatsoever. And this, on top of the example I gave you earlier,
we know what it is
when
now.
his virologist gave him I think it's the medicine for having an erection, erectile dysfunction, I assume, or it could be even Viagra, and then told him to wash his hands, go have pizza and grape soda. That's been mentioned time and time again. Having adult men, successful men that are very health oriented, constantly talk about pizza and pizza with grape soda, which I've never heard before.
Yeah, I've never heard of pizza and grape soda before this. I don't know if that specific combination was part of the whole Pizzagate thing, but it's definitely mentioned a lot because I saw that phrase, so I looked it up and was like, is this actually like in there multiple times? And it most definitely is. There's
another one here. Have you seen the beef jerky mentions as well? There's an email here from Jeffrey Epstein. Someone else says, Francis has time to come tomorrow to show me how to make it. Jerky, anyone? He will also bring you a taste of his jerky recipe from the restaurant and sends a warm hello. He's working at a restaurant called Cook's. Wait for it, beef jerky and steak. Yes, time at 3 p.m. There's other emails of him talking about beef jerky.
This is sick.
Another one here sending Jeffrey Epstein sending it to Steve Hansen saying, hope you're feeling better. Did we analyze the beef? Did we analyze the jerky? Now there's talks about jerky, referencing human meat. It could be for scientific research. It could be something else that's even sicker. But there's more emails here talking about beef jerky. Have you had time to go through those? There's one here. Thank you so much. Super cool. IT guy setting up Surface right now. We are ridiculously excited, and beef jerky delicious. Thank you, Thanksgiving. So yeah.
It is very. Now I've got all those emails saved. I'd actually had somebody send me all of those to say, hey, would you check this out? So I have them. I have not read through all of them, but there's no shortage of terms that are phrased in a peculiar way. Muffin is another one. I've seen that a couple of times. I talked about when he says whoops. That seems to be in very sometimes he says that in very odd terms that seem like they're referring to somebody dying or getting. So there definitely seem to be code words.
Email after email talked about jerky being stored in freezers, carried in insulated bags, delivered urgently, and shared between Epstein and close associates. The messages sounded casual, even friendly, but the details raised serious red flags. Now it seems some big names are in trouble, one of the biggest of which is Ellen DeGeneres. For years, she was known as the smiling face of daytime TV, friendly, safe, funny. But according to insiders and whistleblowers, her name appears far closer to Epstein's world than many expected. One rumor claiming she was Hollywood's most prolific cannibal recently went viral, with many on the internet claimed she had connections to Epstein. They claim she helped connect people, smoothed introductions, and kept things quiet. While none of this has been proven in court, the allegations alone shocked many who grew up watching her on television. This is where people started looking back at old warnings. One of the best and most prominent examples of this is Justin Bieber, who once spoke openly about being scared, uncomfortable, and unprotected as a young star. At the time, many brushed it off as stress or fame pressure. Now, some believe he was trying to warn people, without knowing how or without being believed.
Lauren, it was fun.
I can't believe you got in that water.
It was so cold. It was like 50 degrees.
Look at you. So it's a beautiful video. So if you want to see the whole thing, it's gorgeous. Speaking of you in your underwear, let's talk about the paparazzi shot in Bora Bora.
Okay.
So you are obviously in a private bungalow.
Yeah.
And because usually we're all pretty good at spotting paparazzi. Yeah. They hide in boats, pretend to be fishermen, and we're like, you're paparazzi. I mean, we're pretty good at it. How did you not see that there was paparazzi there?
Well, I just didn't see them. I think I wasn't really looking out for them either, so.
Was there a boat, when you think back on it now, can you see where they may have been?
Yeah, they're definitely in a boat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And how quickly after that was shot did you realize that happened? Did that go on wire right away?
Yeah, it was pretty much like a couple days. It was like a couple days later, Scooter hit me. He was like, yo, I hate to tell you this, but penis is on the internet.
Are you serious?
What? And so then the first thing I saw was like the censored one, and it had like the black thing over it, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, I don't know what this is gonna look like, and then it wasn't as like bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
No.
It was terrible.
Ellen. No.
I'm no expert, but I heard that it was good.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, what amazed me, though, is that got so much attention, and I was in the bungalow next to you, and when I saw it, I was shocked.
Yeah.
And I don't know how people didn't see. I was right there.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
My hat! So there's a young woman in the background you can see in the bed.
Yeah, I know.
Is that your girlfriend?
No, it's not.
Just a girl that you were in Bora Bora with?
Yeah.
You just brought a friend to Bora Bora?
Yeah.
And you're just naked with your friend?
Why are you putting me on the spot like
Ellen,
this?
Stop
Gosh.
it. Ellen,
I mean, you can say, why can't you say you're dating somebody?
I'm not dating anyone, though.
She's just a friend?
She's just a friend.
Stop in front of the whole world. They know what
I
they're
have friends,
doing
I've
to
never
this
seen
guy.
them
Just
naked like that.
Stop it.
And they don't bring me to Bora Bora.
This is very
Stop.
cringy.
You're making
Something
me blush,
is wrong
dude.
with her. Stop it, Ellen.
Others
Stop.
remember how quickly fact-checkers rushed in whenever these topics came up. One really alarming piece of evidence tying back to the alleged cannibalism is that back in 2009, a young model by the name of Gabriela Jimenez broke down outside a hotel, screaming that she had seen something horrifying involving powerful guests.
Oh my God. Are you serious? Oh God. Eating human. Oh my God. What is this?
At the time, many people brushed it off as dark humor. Hollywood is known for edgy jokes. But after the Epstein files, some viewers started asking why anyone would even joke like that. Online investigators also point out that Chrissy was a frequent guest at major celebrity events, including gatherings connected to Diddy and political figures. Another part of the story that caught attention involves a rare disease called kuru. Kuru was first discovered in the 20th century among certain tribes in Papua New Guinea. Scientists found that it's caused by prions damaged proteins that attack the brain. It can lead to tremors, loss of muscle control, and speech problems. When an old video surfaced of Jeffrey Epstein showing unusual mouth movements, internet users began speculating.
He got it.
Some tried to connect it to kuru. Medical experts, however, warned that you cannot diagnose a complex brain disease from a short video clip. Still, speculation spread fast.
I know I'm about to sound completely insane, but just hear me out. This pertains to the Epstein files, the Clintons, and cannibalism, and I feel completely fine and am totally okay. Alright, let's do this. How do we know if someone is a cannibal? Well, they could have the Kuru disease, which is a fatal neurodegenerative disease that spreads through eating brain tissue. It has a long incubation period, 10 to 30 years. Early symptoms are headaches, coordination issues, anxiety, and inappropriate laughter. Middle stage, severe tremors and shaking, loss of balance, and slurred speech. Late stage, inability to walk, dementia, and the forever sleep. Do you know of any elites rumored to have consumed human flesh? But I'm not accusing anyone of anything, this is just a fun little joke video. With truth in the mix, in Papua New Guinea they call human long pig. We just love to have fun here. No, the Kuru disease has nothing to do with the Epstein files or anyone in them. Definitely not the Clintons. And I feel fantastic, so yeah, have a good day. Okay, thanks.
Supporters of these theories argue that powerful people often disappear from the spotlight citing health reasons. They say when elites suddenly retreat, it makes you wonder. On one side, there are serious documented crimes tied directly to Epstein crimes proven in court. On the other side, there's a storm of online claims, extreme theories, and viral clips that mix fact with speculation. And in the middle of it all are familiar faces from Hollywood and politics, especially if you start going back into the history of some of these allegations. In August 2025, new claims surfaced 5 years after the original workplace scandal that ended the Ellen DeGeneres show. This time, a former cameraman spoke to the Daily Mail and described what he said was a tense and uncomfortable work environment. According to him, Ellen allegedly didn't treat male staffers well. He claimed the show went through multiple male employees and even said there were 9 different stage managers in a single season. "We had a feeling she really didn't like guys," he reportedly said. He also described what staff called the Ellen gaze. He said when she was upset, her eyes would narrow and her cheekbones would tighten. To him, it felt like a queen looking for her next execution. That's how intimidating he claimed she could be. At the same time, he said her wife, Portia de Rossi, was kind and friendly to staff. But he made one strange claim. If a male employee was seen chatting too comfortably with Portia, it could reportedly upset Ellen. Staff, he said, hoped they wouldn't get seated near her wife during events just to avoid drawing attention. More interestingly, a year earlier in late 2024, reports had spread that Ellen and Portia had quietly moved out of the United States after Donald Trump won the presidential election. Some media outlets suggested the move was political, but not everyone bought that explanation. Soon after the news went viral, Elon Musk reacted online. He responded to a post suggesting that Ellen's departure might not be about politics at all. The post hinted at another possible reason: her past social connections with Diddy, who is currently facing serious legal troubles. She is on record being invited to his infamous parties.
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up to.
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that? Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
Like 9:30.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
Yeah.
That early?
But I think I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party, though.
Uh-huh.
No, it'll go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
And then it will carry
That's
on there.
That's what she's doing.
Yeah.
Marketing.
Nasty. No, I mean the after party.
No, I know about them. I'll listen to the music.
By 2020, the pressure around Ellen DeGeneres wasn't just coming from online rumors anymore. It was coming from inside her own show. That summer, 36 former employees of the Ellen DeGeneres show spoke to reporters about what they described as a toxic workplace. The accusations were serious. They included claims of harassment, inappropriate behavior, and misconduct.
I just can't do it anymore. I can't with Ellen. Something is really weird and off with Ellen and Justin. Comment 3 if you guys agree. What do you guys think about this so far? Do you guys want me to keep on digging in these files to see what we can find? Let me know. If you guys want me to keep digging, press 7.